Hi everyone. Thank you for watching. By law, I have to tell you that this is for entertainment purposes only. All videos are property of Psychic Liz Cross, LLC. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Mr. Reality and psychic medium Liz Cross, and the reports of Lazarus, Mitch McConnell, Thomas Jefferson's death are exaggerated because he showed himself this weekend with a copy of the weekend newspaper showing that he's really a proof of alive, Liz. This is Senator Mitch McConnell, and now he's back feeling fine and a new recovery after an unknown stint of something in the hospital. How are you?
I'm doing better than he is, thank God.
Right.
Okay.
A little
So,
bout of pneumonia, but now he's feeling better. This is his wife, who I guess left for China when he was sick the last time and was in the hospital. No word on why he was in the hospital, just very quiet, very claptrap. And now all of a sudden he's doing all right. So, can we probe the mind of Mitch McConnell if he's alive and well and find out what's going on with him?
I've got him here.
He
He is
wasn't
on a
abducted by the Galactic
lot.
Federation Council.
No. Were you abducted by the Galactic Federation? No, he thinks that's funny. A little bit of humor when you're not well goes a long way. He's on a lot of medication.
Does he feel like he's getting better? Can he tell us what happened to him?
Slowly, he is slowly getting better. And what happened to you? He just passed out. He went unconscious.
Does he know that Lindsey Graham has crossed over to the other side?
Yes, he's aware.
Does he have a belief in the afterlife?
Absolutely, yes.
And is his wife a type of compromise, or is this a real true love situation, I guess, in his mind? And then we'll ask his wife the same question.
No, he loves his wife.
Now let's ask his wife, is this like a Chinese compromise situation, or do you really love Mitch McConnell, or is it a combination of both?
No, she's not. He's very useful to her. She she went into the relationship knowing that someone would be able to take care of her financially and that she's a good representation for what he wanted to achieve. So, I mean, that was very useful, but he went into it for love.
But is she supplying anything that he does or knowledge about his position to the Chinese government or anybody in the Chinese government? That I think that's what people are wondering.
No. And she's been watched and followed for many, many years this through the CIA to
And
make sure of that.
so is her husband a android robot, or is he a real living, breathing person?
Now he's alive.
And can she explain to us what happened when he glitched out and was unable to answer questions a year or so ago in a press conference?
He had a mini stroke.
A mini stroke. And has he had other strokes since then, according to her?
Yes.
And how has that compromised his ability to function at work, in her opinion?
Greatly compromised. He's barely holding on.
And
She has tried to get him to retire and to step down. He won't do it.
well, he will be done in January, and he is not
Mhm.
seeking re-election at 83, but he has not stepped down. And is his what percentage is he doing? What percentage is his staff doing? What percentage is she doing of his work?
His his staff are doing a majority of the work. What percent? She is as well. She's more representing him and the staff are doing the work. He's not doing any work, but he hasn't really been for a while.
Well, you know, it's hard working, I guess, when you're up there in age and you're having strokes all the time. So let's ask Mitch McConnell how he's feeling. What's his outlook on life right now?
He's done. Yeah, I've just asked him and he says, I'm ready for this to be over. He doesn't like being sick. He thinks he's done everything that he was set out and accomplished. He did everything he was supposed to do. He has a lot of achievements. He's ready to go.
So
That's what
can
I'm getting.
can we ask his higher mind if ready to go means ready to get out of the hospital or ready to check out of the earth plane?
He wants a couple of good. years left at home with his family, with his wife, and then he'll be satisfied with that and he would be ready to go.
Is that from his earth plane point of view or from his spirit point of view?
His soul, yeah, his soul said that.
Okay, so this isn't a question of expiring in the next, let's say, 6 to 8 months. He'll make a full recovery, have a couple years left life, and let's ask him, I guess, what about his, maybe he doesn't know, but what does he want to see most for his state?
A continuation of his policies. So he wants like a mini me to come in and take over where he left off.
And does he think that will happen? Why isn't he involved? Is he involved in hand picking the next person, or does he not get a say in that?
No, it's down. Well, I mean, he has a say in, helping those that are running, and he will make some phone calls saying who he backs as a candidate, particularly to those, the friends of so and so and those campaigns, the groups and the donors. And so he will do that. But ultimately, it's down to the people.
Can we ask his higher mind, which also encompasses the soul of Thomas Jefferson, how he celebrated the 250th birthday of America? Spoiler alert.
He had a small drink of alcohol and he watched the celebrations on TV.
No, I'm asking Thomas Jefferson, who
Oh,
encompasses the
Thomas
soul.
Jefferson.
Yes, I didn't think they
Sorry,
had TV
yes.
up there, but if we could
Oh,
ask
no.
Thomas Jefferson, who has incarnated now as Mitch McConnell.
Right. I'm sorry. I thought you were asking how Mitch McConnell, right, because we did that one video where Thomas Jefferson was Mitch McConnell in this lifetime. Okay. Thomas Jefferson, what do you think about the 200 oh, he thinks it's wonderful. He really does. He's surprised that the US has lasted this long. They never knew what was going to happen when it was created, and he's very proud. It was a very proud moment. It will continue on.
So, what happens when the consciousness of Mitch McConnell passes away eventually and crosses over? How does that then interact with the consciousness of Thomas Jefferson?
It just goes into storage, right? It's filed and stored somewhere within the soul, and then they start working on their new person.
Does the consciousness of Thomas Jefferson as it exists as an orb interact with anybody, or does it only interact when we call upon it to discuss things about America?
No, it's not. He's not being channeled by others. No.
They're not existing unless we call them. The tree that falls in the forest doesn't make a sound unless someone's there to hear it.
OMG. Okay. Do you exist more as Thomas Jefferson in the spirit world? No. Or do you exist more as no, Mitch McConnell's on the earth plane. So who do you exist as? Like the last lifetime. Now that tree falling in the forest theory, I actually worked on that over the weekend.
You're kidding.
And no, I swear to God, I'm sure, this is,
How
there's,
synchronistic of me to bring it up.
I know. And let me tell you what we found.
Okay.
That, right, because it's the tree, if the tree falls in the forest and no one is there to witness the tree falling in the forest, then does that mean that, there's no one to hear it? Did it actually happen? Okay. And what we came up with is the brain creates a conscious mind. The brain absorbs the information for us as a conscious mind in the physical to think about, form opinions, and do all that, right? Okay. If the physical being does not have a brain that hosts the consciousness, nothing exists. It only exists because we as souls are here living in the physical with a brain that's hosting a consciousness. if that makes any sense at all.
But how does Thomas Jefferson exist unless we call upon him then? Does he only exist in the Akashic records, or does he still exist in some form of a holographic orbal expression?
He only exists when we call upon him or, the founding fathers or things like that. Then he morphs into that personality of himself in hologram form for our benefit. But most of the time, it's just, again, it's just filed away.
Okay, but I would posit this and then I'll let Mitch McConnell go. Sorry you have to witness this, Mitch, but it involves you too. When we were talking to William Shakespeare, he said that some of them secretly met in bars to discuss the problems of soul reincarnation.
Mhm.
So, was he lying to us, William Shakespeare, or just for our benefit? Or are they actually secretly manifesting themselves to have conversations when we're not there?
But is he having that discussion as William Shakespeare, or is he having that discussion as a soul?
Let's ask.
I I am getting I am getting that he's having that discussion as a soul, which is an aspect of William Shakespeare.
And the soul then exists, but the personality of William Shakespeare does not exist. Is that what Shakespeare is telling us?
Well, the personality of William Shakespeare definitely still exists because he's such an important literary figure and is often referenced and studied even today. So that sort of aspect of the soul, as William Shakespeare, is more prevalent than any other aspects. But do you parade around as William Shakespeare? If he wants to, he does, yes,
He
but
didn't
not
even when he was
always.
William Shakespeare. So I wanted to thank Mitch McConnell, Thomas Jefferson, each one of you out there for sharing, liking, subscribing, and hyping and sending this to a friend. We appreciate every one of you out there. Liz, I appreciate you doing this and answering these very strange, esoteric questions that come to my head. I appreciate you sharing with us what you get.
Well, and we appreciate you putting this together. This channel is only as good as the interviewers and the questions that you guys present and the suggestions made from the audience. So, no, thank you, Mr. Reality. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody. See you next time.